know what she said, she might just change your life.
And joining us in studio is VIvek Shivhare, a marketing guru. And today, Vivek, you want to talk about copyright hacking.
Yes.
Now, this is just new in my vocabulary. I mean, because I've been hacked every which way, but I don't know if I've been copyright hacked yet.
Well, the thing is, why I have put these terms together, like a copyright infringement and the hack together, is because of the recent hack that happened with VIvek Media with their Ashley Medicine website.
Right.
Now, what has happened is, so far, the way the hack happened and the information, the personal information for a lot of users got stolen. The amount was really huge. It was like 37 million users' profile were hacked, right?
Right.
And they have been, the hacker has been posting that information over and over again on different websites.
Right.
And somebody has even created a torrent file on a Pirate Bay, which can be, downloaded, and you can have information right there.
Well, now...
okay, but now it's not just on torrent, and the blackmailing has begun. We now have Bitcoin news outlet CoinDesk was sent an email from a reader who apparently had an account, and here's what it says. It says, unfortunately, your data was leaked in the recent Ashley Madison hacking. If you would like to prevent me from finding and sharing information with your significant other, send exactly $450 US to the following address worth of Bitcoins. But you can go on to Trustify or Cynical now and type in anybody's email, and it tells you whether you've been compromised or not.
Right.
So, my email's out there because I was doing a story and I could care less.
Mm-hmm.
Because, everybody knows. So, but if you used your real email,
right,
you're stupid or innocent, because you can create a different email. But how does the fact that the Impact team went in and illegally hacked into Avid Media, Avid Life Media, and put this information on torrent, which now, webmasters like you are now releasing to other places, they're still responsible for the privacy breach, right? This is why the class action lawsuit is saying that it's a privacy breach by Avid Media. So where does copyright come into it?
Well, the thing is, the first phase of the way Avid Life Media handled this was, instead of telling their customers the way how they will counter this situation, what they started doing was, like, wherever this information, 37 million user profiles were posted, they started going after them by sending them DMCA notice. That is the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, where they pushed them to, they actually said, like, if you are not going to remove that information, we're going to sue them. Well, the thing is, it's a very risky game. You're playing out with the profile of 37 million people, and you are just sending out a DMCA notice instead of taking a quick action on the security breach, what just happened, or fixing that problem.
But
Instead
how can they fix
yeah.
it once it's already out there?
Exactly.
Once Impact Media's got the 37 million profiles and it's got them on their site, how could they can't stop it? It's like shutting the door after the whole...
That's what I'm saying. Instead of actually looking into the garbage bin, they started to just put a lid over top of it by putting a DMCA notice.
Instead of looking into the garbage bin, but as Kate says, the information's already out there.
Bolted,
That's what I'm
it's
saying.
in somebody else's hands. What could or should are you saying Avid Media
There's nothing they can do now.
I mean, they're sending notice saying, you've infringed on a copyright. Don't release it or shut it down. What else can they do?
Well,
and they have to hope to hell that 36 million people haven't already seen it.
Well, the thing is, when you do certain things in the market, and this is why I'm telling you this is because if you are the one who creates a product and you put it out in the market, it is your responsibility to educate your customers, right? And what they have done so far is to create a false assurance for their customers, telling them, like, this is a copyright infringement and you got to shut down. Like, you go to GoDaddy, right? And GoDaddy is a big server, and you got people there who can just post any file, whatever they want. And you're just telling GoDaddy, like, hey, you know what, remove this information, otherwise we will sue you. Now, GoDaddy is not responsible for that.
Why not?
No, GoDaddy is not responsible for that. GoDaddy has so many subscribers out there who might be, putting information that is copyright infringed, and GoDaddy is not responsible. It is the owner of that website who is responsible. And that's what I'm trying to say here is, when you talk about copyright infringement and hack, these are two different things. What they're trying to do is they're trying to play it a little bit cheap here by sending out just the DMCA notice instead of finding the actual reason of how this whole thing happened.
Well, I think they're trying to, are they not, Vivek? I mean, I would think that they're trying to.
Yeah, I mean, what I don't understand is if the Pentagon can be hacked by a 17-year-old,
Right.
which it was, how, who has, there's always some little way that you can get in, or, an expert can get in. If a 17-year-old can hack the Pentagon, how could somebody like Avid Life Media have completely protected this information?
You are absolutely right. And that's the same question I'm asking. Like, if a 17-year-old can hack Pentagon, don't they have the right people in the right place to find out who hacked it?
Well, I'm glad that you're saying that because, here we have people, for example, that are able to hack cars.
Right.
And hack the computer of the car, which now I think one car manufacturer at least is looking into. I am, of course, lying in bed thinking, okay, so if they can hack a car, I guess they can hack a plane, so they don't even need to send somebody on the plane with a bomb anymore.
Mm-hmm.
They can just send that plane wherever they want into the mountains. I mean, is there anything safe? Is there anything completely safe? The issue here is that these people paid money to have their some people paid money to have their data removed, and it wasn't that.
That's why we have preventive measures. Every time any company like this, like Avid Life Media, or even my own company, we have more than 2,000 clients, right? And we hold their information. We have the credit card information. We have information.
And are you
about their
100%
company.
safe?
Yes, we are. Because the thing is, we keep on changing. We keep on changing the security measures every time.
And you don't think the Pentagon does that, or the CIA,
See,
or CSIS was hacked?
See, the thing is, that is the thing. They have the preventive measures, but I don't know who does it. And I firmly believe it is the people inside the company who always do that.
Well, you're saying that you think it was an inside breach.
I think so. Because
see, that was my gut feeling originally, was that it was somebody
inside the
got
company
ticked off about something. Maybe they didn't get a promotion. Maybe they didn't get what they wanted. Maybe
most of the time these secrets are hidden in the company itself,
Yeah.
right? If somebody's pissed off at the company owner or anybody in the company, they might do certain things.
I agree with you because I think that in terms of security, like I have a security package.
Right.
And about every 2 months, I have to upgrade it. And they explain that because they have new information, new loopholes that have been found, they upgrade it to keep it safe.
Well,
Even though I've bought it for 3 years.
Well, the thing is, if you really want something to be secure, you keep on changing the username and password every second. And that's how some of the big security companies work, right? That's why the banks are not getting hacked.
Oh, Vivek, please don't tell me I have to change my password
Oh,
forever.
No, you don't have to, but what I'm talking about here is like if you're talking about a massive, database or a
Have
data
no
center.
banks been hacked?
So far.
So far, no banks.
No,
and what
I
do
don't
they
think
do?
so.
Well, they never report it, but yeah, we've done stories on
I think
They
the
might
bank
have.
internet security systems, and it's a constant ongoing.
Well,
You
look at
go
these
into their
stores.
IT rooms, it's constant.
It's like
Look at the stores that have been hacked, though.
Yeah.
Big stores. With
Yeah, but they
customers'
had to pay
information.
Oh, yeah.
out.
Oh, yeah.
TJ Maxx, and they had to pay out. They've
They
just
have to.
recently just
So
paid
it-
out to everyone. It was a class action lawsuit, and people were
Yeah.
reimbursed.
So, Vivek, you're saying that what they need to do is change their passwords all the time?
All the time. Basically, we will keep on changing it twice a day. That's what we do for our database.
Oh, my.
For their
that's
database,
but
not
data
for
database.
you.
They're not for like individuals, right?
Well, I have nothing worth having. I mean, they can hack me, but there's nothing. I mean, there's scripts for the show. I mean, what else is there?
So
Okay.
how can you help? How can VOOFA help people?
See, like I said, we will educate you on how to, first of all, like if we are talking about hacking, we will tell you exactly what you got to do with your laptop, with your website, with your server in order to protect the hack.
Let me ask you something that really creeped me out.
Yeah.
That somebody, when they were watching Netflix, they got an email from somebody that had hacked in. They're watching on their laptop in bed, and they received an emails of photographs from their camera. I now put a little piece of masking tape over that camera when I'm in bed watching Netflix. If people can hack in to my laptop when I'm watching Netflix and see photographs of me in bed, I'm a little disturbed about that. Because, I don't have my makeup on.
See, the thing is, we are not in the age of that, the highest level of artificial intelligence yet. But we are in the age where the technology is there, and technology is very, very simple, and it's more like a tool which will operate according to what you want that to operate like. But people operating technologies are human beings, and they come up with human characteristic of stealing, robbing, and then all kind of different characteristics. So even about Netflix, or my brother was telling me yesterday that if you receive an email coming to your cell phone or your laptop saying like, hey, you need an update for your Windows 10 or Windows something, and if you click on that, your whole system is going to get hacked. So
I'm getting them every day that I get a free update on my computer for Windows 10.
Unless you have
and
subscribed.
I'm not clicking on it.
No, unless you have subscribed for it. I think they have a previous update. What they call the early update, early bird update.
Early bird update.
Yeah. So unless you have already subscribed for it.
No, I didn't subscribe. They say they're giving it to me for free.
Don't click on it.
No, don't click on it.
I haven't.
Don't click on it. Alex got it looked like it came from the CRA, the Canada Revenue Agency, saying it came through her university email account, saying that the CRA was refunding money. And I love my daughter because she walked in holding her laptop. She said, "Does Canada Revenue ever give you back money?" And I said, "No." She said, "I'm just suspicious." And I said, "Well," and so she copied and pasted the URL that they wanted her to click in. She went to another server, and then she put it in, and it popped up, and it, gosh darn it, it really looked like the CRA. So, and she said, "But it came from my university email, and I don't pay my taxes through that. They wouldn't have my university email."
So she said.
So we just ignored it. I said, "You know what? If Canada Revenue actually owes you money, like if you through your school or you dropped a course or something to do with our ESPs or whatever, it'll just go into your account. You don't need to click on it and deposit it in the bank." So we left it, and at some point, if she gets another notice, but usually you never hear from these things again, right?
Well, I send all that stuff to the fraud bureau.
Well, the first thing you do when you receive an email like that is check out the email they're sending you from, right? Yeah. Most of the time it's going to be like Microsoft@gmail.com. Like, how come Microsoft will have a Gmail account, right?
But I'm actually on Gmail. I'm getting these banners that say to us it looks like suspicious. Basically, the language is, but if you recognize this, go ahead.
Yeah, the email,
and I just put it right into Junker.
Okay, so if anybody wants some more information on how to protect themselves about the copyright hack, you can email info@VOOFA, that's VOOFA.ca, and Vivek and his team will be happy to help you, won't you?
Yes, we will be very happy. Thank you.
Click the channel subscribe button for full-length interviews and more from What She Said here on YouTube.